Chicago to start out. Here's Adebayo. Bamba with the block.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots.
No good. Shot missing. And it's Chicago the other way. And last season, Bam Adebayo said it was disrespectful that he wasn't named a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, no arguing here. He's definitely an elite defender. Second team all-defense 3 years running. Great toughness and versatility.
Here's Rice. Back to Beverly. Shoots over Dragic. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo sends it back. Tatum wide open. He fires one. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Adebayo with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. Bounce pass from Adebayo. Fires the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Back to Tatum. Pass to Adebayo. And here is Tatum. Guarded by Walker. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Dragic. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Atlanta. It's a 3-point game. Bamba with it. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content.
You know, the comparisons to Rudy Gobert are understandable. Bamba's insane reach really helps on both ends of the court. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Outside Tatum. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
So good with the ball off the bounce. Goran Dragic providing the assist.
To the paint. Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Back to Dragic. It's stolen by Adebayo. Walker in the post. Pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Adebayo. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Adebayo with the bucket.
Well, around the rim, Bam Adebayo makes so many things happen because he's so athletic.
Dragic with it. Outside Tatum. Off target with his three. Atlanta with the ball. They trail by 1. And the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, and that's 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba swooping in with authority.
Now here's Dragic. Outside Bryant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal
The
foul.
motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
Kobe Bryant.
Both free throws good for Bryant.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Bamba. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. And Bryant slams it in.
The assist by
Leaping up to the rim, Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
Over to the wing. It's stolen by Sullinger. Bryant looking over the floor. Drains the three-pointer. Bryant's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, great. He can get up a few notches higher.
13.
Kobe Bryant getting it done for sure.
All right, fans, let's hear it for your Chicago.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Bamba. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Johnson down low. Pass to Vandeweghe. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And here's Kobe for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And showing the range there, Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
From deep. From beyond the arc and then some.
3.
Chicago leading by 4. Up top, Kobe. Pass to Johnson. The layup missed. Here's Rice. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And look at how Rice is just totally ready for the moment. Just put the ball in his hands, and he's good to go.
Here's Kobe. Oh, that's blocked. And they're able to recover. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Atlanta now. They trail by 1. To the middle. Here's Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Oh, playmaking isn't a focus for Rice, but this opening just too good to not make it.
Walker.
Atlanta foul.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Foul.
It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Shooting for Chicago.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Here's Reeves. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
And you know what? You
Second
allow a
team
guy to
foul.
get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Chicago making a switch here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Rice.
Glenn Rice.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Glenn Rice.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Back to Tatum. The 3-ball. Shot clock at 6. Here's Reeves. Walker with some nice D.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Ice. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Atlanta ball. Now into the lineup.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Baylor.
Pass to Rice.
Jaylen Brown.
Trying to get open is Adebayo.
Glenn Rice.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And here is Baylor. And here's Tatum for 3. Sinks the triple.
Jason Tatum.
Tatum's got the game tied up here for Chicago.
Nice work by Tatum. A better three-point shooter than any scout.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And don't go away. Just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Bamba. No good on that one. Good D by Gasol. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Aggressive and efficient. Tatum using his size around the rim. That's what this team wants to see more of.
Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bryant's got 16 points.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Outside, Walker. Inside. Here's Bamba. And he banks in the layup. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. The unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
Gasol, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Bamba. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And it's nice to see Bamba finding his groove. When he's in sync, he feels like he can make any shot.
To the inside. Back to Dragic. Now Adebayo. Outside Dragic. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. And Chicago leads by 4.
You just can't leave Goran Dragic open from the three-point line. He loves getting free from beyond the arc and letting it fly.
It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Here's Walker. He can't hit that time. And it's Chicago the other way. The three from Tatum.
Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Marc Gasol. Kobe Bryant is out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Bucks, Johnson is out there with Johnson. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Isaac in at the 3. And here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
The energy Magic brings to his offensive game is undeniable. His passion and joy in playing, palpable. No way for the defender to keep up with him there.
Now here's Rose. Left side Durant. Lets it fly. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Johnson passes to Antetokounmpo. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, one of the things that stands out with Domantas Sabonis, this guy is high energy all the time. He's a relentless glass eater.
Rose against Johnson. Pass to Gasol. Durant with it on the wing. Bryant. For 3. He drops it from range.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Johnson finds Isaac. Rose against Johnson. Back to Isaac. Tipped. Gasol against Antetokounmpo. Porzingis passes to Durant. Off target from outside.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
From deep. That one is off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And then Bryant with the dunk.
He's been one of the best passing centers in the league for a long time. Gasol is patient and makes really good decisions.
Here's Johnson. Excellent D there from Bryant.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now here's Sabonis. Pass to Johnson. Deflects the pass. Lets it go from deep. The shot no good. Here's Bryant. Rebounded by Johnson. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And the dunk by Isaac.
And for a near 7-footer, Isaac is remarkably agile. I mean, he's gazelle-like with his agility. Solid at knifing inside and does a good job driving to the goal.
Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Outside Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Isaac outside. Johnson inside. Defended by Porzingis.
Magic doing a little self-serve. Going vertical on him.
Chicago with the ball. They trail by 1. Rose, the pass to Porzingis. Bryant outside. Fires the 3. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Nifty move. And he takes it up and lays it in.
You know, inside, Giannis's length really helps him get by the defense. Not much they can do to trip him up or slow him down. He's a force.
Durant has the open look. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Durant's got his second basket on the night. Timeout call, Milwaukee.
Guard it.
All right, that was your dance team. Make some noise.
A good look from Turner. Doesn't go that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Pass to Harden. And here's Thompson for 3. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Here's Milwaukee. Outside Johnson. Here's Francis. Defended by Harden. The floater. And it's blocked by Embiid.
He is such a well-coordinated, fluid athlete for his size. Joel Embiid blocks a lot of shots and probably changes even more.
Three-pointer, Harden. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Harden. Misses the step-back jumper. Thompson gets a good look. Nails the wide-open jumper.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
Harden can't hit.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Leading by 4. And we'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We've got Miles Turner, James Harden out there with Danny Green. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. And for Chicago, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Klay Thompson. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Embiid in at the center, filling out the middle.
Hey, guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
The 3, and he buries his first look.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum, his advancement at the defensive end, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Coming out on the floor for the away team, Marc Gasol.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Isaac. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You know, for such a young player, I'm really impressed by Isaac's workmanlike approach to the game. I mean, he's always looking for ways to improve and plays with the even-killedness of a veteran.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Johnson comes in for Green.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Durant's shot is off. Here's Antetokounmpo. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Doncic. Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for Gasol. Derrick Rose, he's checked in for Chicago.
He's a nightly triple-double threat, and I think Giannis is the most unguardable player in the game.
Poke loose. It's stolen by Isaac. Down low. He goes up. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
From deep 3-point range, and Rose is good for 3. Rose has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They played the villain.
And it's Chicago to start out. Here's Valanciunas. Hits the layup after the sweep pump fake to freeze the D.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Man, I love seeing Carter take flight. Insanity, a powerful dunker on these alley-oops.
Carter on the wing. Back to Valanciunas. That shot misses. And Atlanta will come the other way. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Boozer, no good. And Valanciunas has got the ball here for Chicago. Here's Bamba. Out to Edwards. From downtown. And it's Reed pulling it down. The deep three from Ingram. And again, no good by Chicago. And Edwards with the stuff.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfectly.
Pass to Francis. Back to Carter. From the arc. Connects from three-point range. Carter's got 5.
And they don't want to get in the habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
Atlanta making a switch here. On the free throw, no good. As one of the biggest stars in the NBA, Russell Westbrook, Clark, puts a lot of energy into his charity work.
Yeah, he really does, and I don't know how many people really recognize that, but I know he's appreciated for it. He started the Why Not Foundation to help underserved communities, and they're doing some great work. Russ said, why not? Has always been his attitude whenever he's pursuing a tough goal, and thus he named his foundation the same way.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And you have to admire Stojakovic's confidence. Sensational at knocking down those catch and shoots.
Edwards can't hit. And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it.
Richard Hamilton.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Aaron Aflalo. 2 shots.
And Aflalo drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And Westbrook, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8.
One thing you can count on with Westbrook, he is always in attack mode. That's 24/7.
Atlanta foul.
You know, one of the best sights from the NBA in my mind in 2022 was seeing Markelle Fultz on the court again. It was a long road back from his torn ACL, not to mention the issues he had with the frozen shoulder early in his career.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They trail by 1.
Excellent job that time by Westbrook. Spots a weakness and then burst right to exploit it.
Outside for Jamison. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
To the middle. And here's Aflalo for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Aflalo's got 5 now.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
20-16. All right, then. Let's hear it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Now, here's Sexton. Pass to Valanciunas. Off target from outside. Atlanta with the ball. Here's Boozer. Here's Martin. Rejected by Ingram.
You know, that's where Brandon Ingram's huge wingspan comes into play at the defensive end of the floor.
Williams with the ball. Here's Boozer. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And it's Stojakovic missing. Now here's Curry. He has 5. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Substitution for Atlanta. Mohamed Bamba. Paul
Chicago trailing here. Stolen by Boozer. Here's Westbrook. Outside Curry. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Assisted.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And that was a little bit of a range check.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Francis after the basket by Atlanta. And that one is good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Boozer. And the dunk by Boozer.
Paul George.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Francis' shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Second team foul.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
And so here is Chicago after the basket by Atlanta. Hamilton outside. Outside Curry. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Chicago trails by 8. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Fultz. Inside. Here's Valanciunas from outside the arc. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And you got to guard Fultz from this spot. I mean, when he has the space to fire from deep, he makes the defense pay.
And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Chicago. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close one.
Chicago, 29. The Atlanta team, 31.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. So it's Atlanta now. The lead is 2. Here's Westbrook. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Defenders really struggle to keep up with Russell Westbrook. It's probably because he's such a dynamic and aggressive athlete.
He doesn't get the second one. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Another 3 for Chicago.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc. And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now here's Ingram. After the miss from Stephen Curry. It's stolen by Edwards. Down low. Here's Bamba. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Assist goes to.
And Atlanta leads
Anthony
by
Edwards.
2.
When you look at Bamba, he has extraordinary length. And because of that, he's able to finish over most defenders.
Steve Francis.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Team foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Atlanta
No
timeout.
question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Pass to Westbrook. That's tipped. Shoots from the right block. That one rolling around and rims out. Here's Ingram. And he drives in. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Major props given up to Ingram for aggressively attacking the rim. Not many guys want to get in this path when he goes like that.
Another three for Chicago. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire. And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
First team foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, and Francis, you know, he's an athletic point guard, plays with tremendous confidence, and really knows how to motivate his teammates.
To the paint, and that one is stuffed right through.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Here's Reed. Pops in the layup for two. Reed's got the lead up to 5 now for Chicago.
You know, it's good seeing Francis concentrate on moving the ball. We all know he can score, but it's good to see him pass the rock, too.
It's tipped. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. 1:19 left in the third. Chicago leading by 3. Ingram outside. Here's Jamison. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Westbrook with it, and it's Jamison picking him up.
Boy, Westbrook's so good at navigating the defense. This guy has ball skills, dexterity, and a motor that just doesn't stop. He gets to his shot when he wants to.
At the line for 2.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can. And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
And the dunk by Reed.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's Francis. And they get it back. Shoots the 3. It doesn't go for him. Westbrook scanning the floor. And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball in.
44.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Chicago with the ball. 6-point game. Here's Francis. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Boy, really love the athleticism Francis has. Gets off the floor quickly to jam it home.
Curry outside. Atlanta gets it back in a new 14. For 3, Edwards.
Chicago.
Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Shooting for Atlanta.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE. After a relatively slow start to his career, Mo Bamba has seen increased playing time, finally getting the opportunity to show why he was drafted 6th overall in 2018.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And Paul Pierce with the slam.
Paul Pierce rising and throwing it down. Not known for his vertical, but he's got a little more bounce than we thought.
Here's Carter. And Vince Carter with the slam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And this is why he's called Vinsanity. Some of Carter's throwdowns are downright vicious. And for Bamba, his shot blocking and ability to space the floor really stood out.
And, Greg, that's a very valuable and unique combination. I mean, this guy has a 7'10" wingspan, covers a lot of ground defensively, moves his feet well, has a nice stroke. And at his height, he's able to get a lot of clean looks from beyond the arc.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Valanciunas. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Outside for Sexton. From deep three-point range, Boozer with the rebound. The Atlanta trails by 8. Outside, Pierce. Boozer trying to get open. The shot by Pierce will not go.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the business.
And Antoine Jamison picks up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 8. 1:21 left in the fourth. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. During the break, I was able to catch the message Atlanta's coach gave to his team. He told his guys, that team is not going to give it to us. We have to take it. That means staying aggressive and playing with no fear. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. A nice shot by Carter.
Yeah, watching Carter find his rhythm. Very important. Big time. You know, Westbrook will not let an opportunity to embarrass his defender go wanting. Oh, my goodness, what a move.
It's going to take something special for him to make a comeback here.
And the question, Kevin, is do they have the time to do it and the patience? You'd have to say it's a long shot.
Here's Francis. Here he goes. And he banks in the layup.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for Chicago. Carter. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Carter's got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Both free throws good from Westbrook.
Hey, you can't diminish Westbrook's triple-doubles, but just as important to me are the intangibles. His passion, his tenacity, his competitive spirit and drive. I mean, that infects the whole team in a positive way.
Pass to Williams. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
And so it's Chicago winning. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now the starting group for the visitors. Collins is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Wallace. And it's Smits in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Chicago, Derrick Rose is out there with Bryant. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Durant. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Now here's Porzingis. Bryant the pass to Gasol. There's Rose with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Oh, I like the awareness Rose shows there, guys. I mean, good feel that time from Rose to put it up right off the catch.
Outside Collins. LeVert against Durant. LeVert the pass to Smits. And the slam dunk by Wallace.
Wallace, just a fighter. He puts his hard hat on and goes after it on the boards.
Rose gets to Bryant. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Pass to LeVert.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first. Kobe against Collins. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. For the finish. And Kobe throws it down.
Oh, and Kobe wanted to dish out some pain with that one. He put some hurt on the rack there.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
Now here's Ball. Pass to LeVert. Steps back and fires. Yep, that one goes.
You know, you can see the confidence level LeVert has by how often he hunts for his shot, especially from there.
And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. In today's game, demands more movement from big men than ever before.
Shot by Collins, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And continuing to press their advantage. They're not taking their foot off the gas.
LeVert with a wide open look. Chicago grabs the miss. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. KD, that's for 2. Passes it to Rose. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Rose has got 5.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
The pass to Porzingis. Over Ball. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, I like what Porzingis shows there. Excellent. Staying with the shot even under pressure.
Chicago shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. That shot off the mark. And so it's Chicago with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game.
All right, fans, let's hear it for your Chicago.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Embiid, Harden out there with Thompson. Then there's Mobley, and it's Tatum in at the 3, the small forward. Chicago leading by 15.
And one thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
from 12 feet out. The rebound by Harden. As you said, very few rookie big men, Greg, can shape the defense like Mobley did.
Kind of reminds you of the impact Tim Duncan had with his defense. But Mobley can protect the rim and stay in front of guards on the perimeter. Boy, sky is the limit for him defensively.
Noah dishes to Crawford. Over Harden. Crawford with another miss. And it's Harden with the ball for Chicago. Tatum finds Embiid. Takes the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on, increase the consistency from deep. And he's done that with a lot of lab work.
And the rejection by Harden. And they recover it. Here's McDaniel. Guarded by Tatum. McDaniel, no good. Chicago with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. And Harden launches it from deep. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Harden's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. And he's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and, you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
So, Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Embiid. Gasol comes in for Evan Mobley. KD's checked in for Tatum. And Doncic is subbed in for Thompson.
And providing the support, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by Chicago.
Kicks it out to Harden. Traps in the trade. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
Learning to play off the ball with the guys like Westbrook and CP3 and Kyrie. Harden sinking the jumper.
Right wing. Here's Ole. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Hitting the afterburners to get the easy slam.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Wallace. Here's the break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Wallace doesn't just block shots. He knows how to cleanly swipe it away and keep it alive.
Harden kicks to Durant. Harden outside. From deep. Unable to get that one. James Harden getting it done. What's the score? 33-12. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. Wallace is out there with LeVert. Then it's Collins. Then it's Ball. And it's Smits. And it's set. And how exciting it must be to have LaMelo Ball, Clark, on your team.
Kevin, clearly one of the most exciting guards in the league. The anticipation was through the roof for Ball. And needless to say, I think he's lived up to it.
Ball hits them both.
You can just see the promise Ball has. It's oozing out of him. Already a triple-double threat, and he rebounds it so well at his position. Man, the future's really bright for this young man. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Ball, the pass to Collins. Tries from 16. Good work there as it goes.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Harden outside. There's Rose with the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
It was once a weakness, his outside shot, but for Rose now, he's lethal from outside. He's worked really hard to become so.
And Collins now topped the key. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Collins has got his second basket of the game. Chicago leading by 21. Here's Rose with the drive. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Another three for Chicago.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Pass to Burks. Here's Crawford. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Crawford's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Giddey, no good. Here's Raja. Crawford outside. Pass to McDaniel. Good D by Mobley. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for Chicago. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
When Tatum is set up now, he's automatic. He wastes no time pulling the trigger.
Passes to Crawford. Over Giddey. It's deflected. The three from Bryant. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bryant. 32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. And it's off from three-point range. Tatum looking around. Now the pass to Giddey. Good on the triple. Giddey's got his first 3 points of the game.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
Crawford left side. Here's Noah over Embiid. Good D by Embiid. And so it's Chicago rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a
21.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Gasol on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Jason Tatum is out there with Mobley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Doncic in at the point. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Beal, the pass to Ole. Here's Smits. 6 to shoot. Here's Ole. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either.
Got to tell you what, safe to say that was a good-looking play from start to finish.
Back to Beal. Lets the three fly. Second chance shot. Here's Smits. Covered by Mobley. Collins against Giddey. Got a hand on it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Chicago making some changes. Porzingis is coming in for Mobley. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Doncic. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Giddey. Back to Rose. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Giddey against Beal. And finished off by Rose.
Boy, the explosiveness and burst of Rose is really insane. I mean, he gets off the ground so fast. to finish off the alley-oops.
Rose has gotten everything to go for him. 5 attempts, 5 makes. Pass to Ole. And Beal kicks to LeVert. The three-pointer, no good. Chicago with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Floats it up for Rose. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Bounce pass LeVert. Passes it to Ole. Porzingis with the block.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
Beal against Giddey. There's the lob to the hoop. The kick out to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. No good on the triple. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Ole. And so Chicago takes this one and by a big mark.
A big thank you to all you fans who